All right, starting out facing the wall, we have our hands on the wall, palms turned slightly out to protect that shoulder joint. We're gonna start by bringing that knee in, and I'm gonna keep the rest of my body nice and straight and flat. So we're not arching the spine or any of that, and you're just following right along with me, so you don't even have to count. Sometimes I forget that part also, so just bear with me. If you followed me at all, you know I'm not the best counter in the whole wide world. I do my best. The further down your hands are on the wall, the harder this will be. We are going to get one more on each side. And then we're taking that knee and now we're going to bring it across the body. Same idea though, I'm trying to keep everything else from moving so that I'm actually stabilizing through that spine. Working those abs a little bit more into the obliques right now. Watch as you're doing this that you're not trying to knock down the wall. You're not trying to be the world's strongest person. You want to lightly have those hands on the wall. And you want to make sure you're not hiking your shoulders up too. Sometimes I find myself doing that. Here we go. We are going to get one more on each leg. And then we're moving on, but in this same position. Clearly, I'm working hard. I'm moving my hands up just a touch, turning those palms out a little bit, and we're going to bring and do a push-up. So my elbows are going straight back, nose is going right to the wall. We're going to do 5 like this, and then we're going to add on to this move. So here's 3, 4, and 5. Now, this time, you're going to go into that push-up. And then as you come out of that push-up, you're going to rise right up onto those toes. So we're getting those lower legs and ankles as well. If you feel like you've done enough push-ups for the day, take out the push-up and just stick with that calf raise because we are doing 10 of these. So here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more to go here. 8, and then we're going to face the side. 9, and 10. Okay, we are going to face the side. If you can do the forearm, that's great. If you need to use the hand, that's okay. I'm going to step out again so that I am in that nice straight line. I'm not slumping, okay? And we're going to start by adding a little dip in. So we're working through the side body, especially those abs, and taking that other leg and bringing it out to the side. So the side that we're really just standing and dipping on has to work even harder as we lift that leg up. So we're working the leg that's lifting and the side that's dipping. If this feels like it's too much, just stick with just that leg raise. You're still stabilizing into that side, but you're also getting that other side too. A lot of use of the word side in that statement. There's 7, 3 more to go. Obviously arms working here too. Whoops, I combined everything. And 1 more to go, and then I'm gonna turn my back to you so you can see the other side. All right, same idea. If you were to be lower down, it would be a little harder. So dip it in, back, lift that leg. Notice as I'm lifting this leg too, I'm keeping it back just a touch to really engage into those glutes as much as I can. Side glutes and even back glutes a little bit. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more to go. And then we're going to face the other way. 8, in other words, forwards. 9, and 10. Whoops. Again, I kind of combined those together. We're so excited to get on to the next one. Okay, I am going to bring my elbows against here. I'm actually going to bring them so they're on this lip of this a little bit. Scooch my feet out. So I'm almost in a reverse plank. So working actually through those glutes and hamstrings even a little with this, but digging those elbows in, and then I'm going to press my body away. Really working through those triceps, the back of the shoulder, and the back of the body here. Obviously, if that feels too hard, you just go up a little bit more, right? Notice I have a little bit more mobility because clearly that's easier for me. If it feels too much to lift your body at all, you just stay and press those elbows back for a few seconds and let go and build up to pushing the whole body away. That's 6, 7, 3 more to go, 8, and we have 2 more exercises, 9, and 10. My arms are definitely tired. Okay, you're gonna slide your buns down, probably feet about the same place that you had them before, but scooting them out a little further if you need a little bit more protection for your knees. You're gonna slide down with your back against the wall, nice and flat, hopefully, as far as you can, just remembering that you have to get back up again, okay? So you're gonna now bring those toes up. So we're working the shins and definitely the quads. Ooh, I'm sliding a little bit. So there's 2. We're gonna get 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, my butt's going away. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I'm gonna come up just a touch, and you always can too, even for that last one. If you're like, whoa, my legs are really tired, just scooch up a little bit. From here, I'm gonna keep my back nice and flat, but I'm coming away from the wall to actually engage in through those glutes and hamstrings a little bit more. And we have 8 more to go, and then you're done. So that's 2, 3. You can put your hands behind your head if it's more comfortable. If you sprouted another head, let me know. Here's 6. Careful with this one too, because you may find that you're shifting your weight, which I am doing. So I need to make sure that both legs are working nicely here. We have 2 more to go. That's 9 and 10. Phew, nice job.